Sanctuary Sunday. Sanctuary! Yes, the day where I cover something other than war games. And today, I'm covering Vinland from Kosmos Games. Now, this is a Cartaventura Adventure Awaits series of games. There's 2 in the series so far that I know of. And these games are based along the same lines of a game that I've already covered, Lost Ones, which is kind of a choose-your-own-adventure game in cards, and that is what this game is as well. This game is a card-based game where you basically are choosing your own adventure or choosing your own adventure path. These all Lost Ones and Vinland, and the other one I'll be probably covering later today, all kind of owe, I think, their inspiration to a game called Seventh Continent, which is a very massive choose-your-own-adventure card-based game. And I don't know if it was really the first one out, but it was probably definitely one of the ones that was successful, very popular, and again has led to some of these other ones that you're seeing. So let's take a look at the back of the box here. And as you can see here, we have, a little bit closer here. It's for 1 to 6 players, 12 plus, takes 60 minutes. And you have these cards that you're going to be following a path along these cards. And it might, when you flip one over, it might tell you to, what the next card is, and you'll have to go pull out a deck and put it in there. Now, it says it has 70 adventure cards, 1 history booklet, follow a multiple of different paths, and explore various far-off lands. Only one path leads you to Vinland. There is a certain level of limitation of play in this game, just like with any choose-your-own-adventure type book. Once you've kind of played through an optimal path, then you kind of spoil the surprise, right? You kind of know what happens. So these games, and one thing I like about these games are they're very small in package. You can kind of throw this in a small bag, a briefcase, or backpack or something, and take that wherever you want to go. And they don't cost that much. They're you can get these for less than $15, maybe even less than $10 if you're lucky. So the fact that it has limited play or limited replay, you can get some bang for your buck out of it. And they're not necessarily, as I said, 60 minutes there, they're not necessarily solved in 15, 20 minutes, and you can play for a little bit, then maybe come back to it. And there is a certain aspect of, you can play it and then wait a while, I don't know, a few months, a few years, and then come back to it. So it still might have some rebooting or refreshness if in that case. But let's get inside the box and see what we have in a game of Vinland. And as I said, there are others out. I mean, as I said, I have Lost Ones, covered that. I'll put a link to Lost Ones in here since these are so close in kind of nature, at least, or at least in some of the same themes as far as mechanics, I guess I should say. Not necessarily the same themes, but same mechanical type elements. So we've got a real small box here. Ooh, up close and personal there. Okay. And then you got the cards. I'll pull out a little bit there just so you can see it a little bit better. And here's your historical background, which this is going to be the rules of the game, I believe. Gives you a little bit of background on the area. Now, this really is just historical background. So the rules are going to be on the cards themselves. So you pull this tab off here. And then we have, and I'm not going to go through all the cards, just like in a Choose Your Own Adventure. If you go through all the pages, you're going to spoil the game. Cartaventura is a narrative game that lets you experience the interactive adventure, discover the 5 unique endings. So this does have 5 different paths, I guess, or 5 endings at least. How you get to those paths is up to you. Discover the 5 unique endings by playing again and choosing a different path. So there's some built-in replayability inside here that you don't necessarily just have to rely on your forgetfulness. Do not mix up the cards in this deck and only flip them when told. Turn this card over. So that's the start of the game. So look at that. So there you go. I mean, this is basically kind of has an in-game play on how you're going to do it here. So you should read, and it's going to explain what some of these symbols are as you're playing the game. Draw a card 2. So your first few cards are going to be the game itself. So I can look at a few of these since it is the rules, and then you're going to get right into you are Leif Erikson. So a little bit of some history in this one, a little bit of Vikings going on. Pretty cool. So there you have it. I don't want to mess these up too much. And then you're going to have some text here. There's some history. There's tire. Okay. Anyway, so that's about as much as I probably can show of this, because at some point you're going to see, you know, there's other stuff that's going on in here. Spoil, Odin's in here. But you're going to be having these things. You just basically just flip and read the cards and do what is on the cards is what you're going to be doing, and that's your path here. So that's the deck of cards. You've got some history to learn about this environment that you're going into. This is Vinland. We're by the first few cards with Leif Erikson. This is going to be Viking based. So there you have it. Love to know what you think about. Actually, I'm going to put the tab back on there. Love to know what you think about this game or any of these games. Seventh Continent, which I have not played. Well, I've played a little bit of it, but I don't own it. I don't need to put that back on there. Anyway, love to know what you think about these games, and are they just a glorified choose your own adventure book set with cards, or do you like these a little bit better? Or do these have a little bit more replayability? Are these better themed, or have a little bit better narration? Whatever you have on that, or whatever you think on that. I got a little bit of dust on my table. So anyway, that's what I have for you today. Vinland on Sanctuary Sunday. Thank you so much for stopping by. As a spoiler alert, I'm probably going to Lhasa next, which is the other one in this series. I think I'm only aware of 2 in this series. So, again, thanks for stopping by. The best way I know you stop by is drop me a comment. Let me know what you think about any of these things, these choose your own adventure, these card games, choose your own adventure type style games, or if you think that it's you've kind of been beyond that once you graduated out of the choose your own adventure games or books back in the day. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.